नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका फिर से स्वागत है. Welcome back to Money Talks. Like I said, we have a problem with the Hindi editor, so we decided to switch to English because most of you wanted the content I'm speaking in my Tamil channel in English. Yesterday, I talked about the connection between dollar and the gold rates. I hope you got it clear. Now, the next question I can hear it coming. Apart from buying gold, how can we play it in the stock markets? Well, if you have been following me in Money Page, you would have been playing it in the stock market. For a long time, I have been acquiring two different types of stocks. One which retails gold, therefore is a proxy for gold price, and another which lends against gold, which is a proxy, again a proxy for gold price. Let me explain. When I pick companies which do pure lending against gold, what happens is when the price of gold starts to go up, the value of the stock also keeps increasing because for the same amount of security, I can keep giving more money. When gold was 3000 rupees a gram, a company could have given 2250 to 2500 rupees a gram. Today, at 6000 rupees a gram, they can give 5400 rupees. That 1 gram gold security remains 1 gram. The amount of capital they have given has gone up, and therefore, for the same volume of loans, the amount of capital dispersed keeps on going up, and therefore, these companies are a perpetual bull run, and these companies correct whenever the price of gold begins to fall. There are two such companies. One is Muthoot Financial Services and Manappuram Finances. This Manappuram stock is something which I've been working on for many years. And I remember when the last collapse of gold price happened, the price of the stock collapsed to 32 rupees and there was no takers. And that is when I decided to enter that stock and started playing this cycle. In between, at the same time, I added Muthoot Financial Services at around 475 to 500 rupees. But over a period of time, these stocks went up by many fold. Manappuram Finance at one time traded as high as 150 plus. I do not remember the exact price. It went up higher than 150. And Muthoot Financial Services went way past 1000 rupees. In the last 12 months, Manappuram Finance crossed 150 and Muthoot Financial Services was 1300 plus. Then, because America kept increasing interest rates, the prices of these stocks had to collapse. And it did collapse. Manappuram went down from 150 to less than 100. And at the same time, Muthoot Financial Services from 1300 went far lesser than 1000. For me, both of it represented a great buying opportunity. I urged a lot of my people in my Tamil channel to just pile on to the stock. Every time gold dipped, because Jerome Powell was increasing interest rates, these two stocks were targeted and the price corrected. If you had acquired it then, today you will be laughing way up to the bank because from the lows, these stocks have rallied up. Not much, but they have rallied up quite a bit. In fact, Manappuram has rallied 12% in the last 1 week. But if you had bought it much below 100, at 125 or something, you have made a lot of money. If you had bought the Muthoot FinCorp at 900, you would have made already a very profitable bet. Along the way, Manappuram was giving dividend every quarter. Initially, it was 50 paise per quarter and it went up to 75 paise per quarter. And today, they are one of the most undervalued stocks. Even at this price, they are highly undervalued. I also gave you a contra call when expecting price of gold to correct. Some time back, we bought Tangamail Jeweler at around about 400 rupees. It went as high as 1300. As the price of gold kept going up, the price of Tangamail corrected and has just started to bounce. The most dramatic case has been Kalyan Jewelers. After the IPO, it traded much below the IPO. It went down to 55. I kept buying it. And then when gold prices corrected, the stock rallied because when it is cheaper, people tend to buy gold. The stock rallied all the way to 130. And that's when I did tell. Normally, I don't do that. But since I did not know the promoter in Kalyan Jewelers, I said, take out your profit at 130. And from there, it dropped to 105, 106. And from which you could start acquiring it again. So basically, when the price of gold drops, you have Titan, you have Tangamail, you have Kalyan Jewelers, which will rally. When the price of gold increases, you have Manappuram and Muthoot FinCorp, which will go up. So if you have bought these stocks at a correct time, basically you are hedging on both sides. The price of gold goes up, you make money in the finance companies. The price of gold stagnates or comes down slightly, you will make money in the retail company. So either way, you are profitable in this gold trade. Why is gold continuing to rise in next 15 months? Why do I expect gold to rise by another 15 to 20%? In 2023, gold has already gone up by more than 15%. In fact, it is the best performing asset in the Indian market today. Two things can happen. The rupee depreciates at 3% every year. So even if gold remains same at dollar prices, you will tend to get more for the gold which you have already bought. Another thing, when America finishes with its tightening and pausing and begins to cut, gold will rally in dollars. Both clearly tell me there's another 15% upside in gold over next 2 years. That is, one expects gold to trade between 6,500 and 6,750 over the next 18 to 24 months. That's a lot. You have already made 15%. You are going to make another 15% over 2 years. That means you are already making 30% over 2 years, which is 15% a year, which is a very good return. But what will happen is, because this is going up, you will have Manappuram and Muthoot Fincorp rally by a big number. And initially, whenever there's a big burst in rise of gold pricing, you will see that these guys who are trading in gold, like Titan, Tangamail, and Kalyan drop. But gold does not move in one direction for a long time. So when the price stagnates, these stocks will also go up. The skill is to know when to buy these retailers and when to buy the finance companies. And if you know to hold both these companies together, then you will become insanely rich, because India has an insane appetite for gold because the currency does not get an honest return from its banks. What do I mean? The rate of returns paid to the depositor in 8 years out of 10 is always a negative return. That is, it does not keep up with inflation. So, for the most of the Indians, gold is the only avenue to protect themselves against inflation. So, they hoard their money in gold, and when they want money, they want to raise capital. Loan against gold is the easiest way to raise money. So, if you are hedged with, on one side you have gold loan companies, on one side you have gold retailers, you will continue to make money, and if you buy them cheap at lower prices, you will not have any problem at all. And the proviso of the story, don't sell, because I don't think I can buy Manappuram at 32 rupees again. At when it went as low as 80 or 90, I don't remember the price. It was still two and a half, three times the price I paid. I don't think I can buy Muthoot Fincorp at 400 rupees. Nor can I buy Titan at its lowest price. Nor can I buy Kalyan Jewelers at 57 rupees. So you should know how to hedge. And if you feel very nervous, especially in this, I do not know the antecedents of the promoter in Kalyan, and that's why I ask you to sell. In case of Tangamail, Titan, Muthoot Financial, and Manappuram, we have a fair idea of the promoter, and therefore you can continue to be. As gold financing has become very attractive, there are a set of banks which exclusively look at gold financing. One is Federal Bank, which again I ask people to buy below 100. And also I ask people to buy Catholic Syrian Bank long time ago, which also looks at exclusively funding against gold. South Indian Bank also did that, and that's how they revived themselves. So there are a set of financiers of gold. You can go look for old private sector banks which do extremely well in gold financing. So this is one side. You look at the gold retailers at other side, and you keep playing this. This is a great hedge for the rupee, which will continue to depreciate against the dollar as the years go by. Thank you for watching Paisa Bolta hai. If you like the content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support. Let's get your money to talk.